So what does Action Jackson and Lando Calrissian have in common? As always, if you like this content, please hit the subscribe and like buttons so I know to continue. Action Jackson, played by Carl Weathers, is a cop with a fearsome reputation. As is the case with most 80s anti-heroes, he's on the outer with his superiors who don't like his methods. After being busted down to sergeant from lieutenant, Jackson gets involved in investigating the apparent murders of local union members. As the case unfolds, he finds out that the man behind all of this is Peter Delaplane, played by Craig T. Nelson, the man who helped him get demoted after Jackson put Delaplane's son behind bars years earlier. When Delaplane's wife, played by Sharon Stone, overhears his plans to kill off union members for his own gain, she tells Jackson what she knows. This unfortunately leads to her death, but never fear. Delaplane also has a not-so-secret lover, played by Vanity. She's also a heroin addict. In one of the many strange moments of this movie, Jackson conveniently talks to a local hairdresser, who proceeds to tell him the entire outline of exactly how to get to Delaplane. Some may call her an oracle. Others, a nosy busybody who knows way too much. After Jackson is framed for the death of Delaplane's wife, he links up with Vanity, and they both work to clear his name. Part of this plan involves the most absurd, even for the 80s, entrance into a mansion via car and movie history. After driving his car through the mansion's hallways, yes, you heard that right, the two square off. After a not too exciting punch-up, the two then pull guns on each other, but it's Jackson who shoots first, killing Delaplane. The first thing at odds in this movie is Action Jackson himself. The movie initially sets him up as being this bad mofo, but we never really see him in this guise. For someone so apparently fed by criminals, you'd presume he was a Vietnam vet or a martial arts expert, or both. Nope, his claim to fame is athletics. Although it does pay off in one scene involving him chasing a taxi on foot. When he does go into action mode, it's nothing you've not seen before in other better movies. Riding the roof of a car? Check. Punching bad guys? Check. Blowing shit up? Check. The acting is, in a word, terrible. Carl Weathers is great in supporting roles. He's excellent in the Rocky franchise and also Predator, but he cannot carry a movie on his own. He also needs to leave the one-liners to Arnie, who does it much better.
Barbecue, huh? How do you like your ribs?
In 1990, Weathers starred in a TV movie called Dangerous Passion, along with Billy D. Williams of Lando Calrissian fame. In some regions, it was renamed to Action Jackson 2, although it has nothing to do with the original movie, and Weathers plays a completely different character. After one more film as leading man, the forgettable Hurricane Smith in 1992, Weathers went back to doing what he does best, playing great supporting roles in movies like Happy Gilmore. Vanity was a semi-popular singer during the 80s, fronting Prince's girl band project, Vanity 6. How she got cast as one of the leading ladies in this movie is anyone's guess. She plays the drug addict girlfriend to Craig T. Nelson's villain. In a word, she's terrible. I've not seen acting this bad in a while. Sharon Stone isn't much better. She really came into her own in the early to mid-90s, but this is just one of the many forgettable stepping stones she took to get to that place. Craig T. Nelson is the best of the bunch. He doesn't really have much to work with, but he gets the job done, and plays a convincingly nefarious businessman with apparent martial arts skills. The film is literally a who's who of supporting actors from action movies in the 80s. Most only have cameos, but it's always nice to see familiar faces and try to recall what you've seen them in. In this case, we've got support actors from Commando, Die Hard, Predator, Red Heat, and well, everything! The soundtrack is as bad as the dialogue. It's really strange to hear what sounds like the Seinfeld soundtrack during action sequences. So, what to say about this movie? I'd suggest if you've got nothing better to do, then by all means check it out. But if you want a classic 1988 action film to watch, there are better options. And as for Vanity, it seems the harrowing grip of heroin addiction can and will be defeated.
Cold turkey. You can have me on Thanksgiving. How's that?
So what do you guys think of Action Jackson? Am I being too harsh?